Welcome back, listeners, to another episode of The Snake Pit. I'm your host, Son of Bat, and I'm joined again with Son of Phantom, and today we're talking about Inside, also known as À l'intérieur. It is a 2007 French horror film, more specifically a home invasion film, directed by Julian Murray and Alexandre Busteletto. I hope I said that right. If not, you know what it is. In their directorial debut, this movie basically is about a grieving widow who's also pregnant, very close to giving birth on Christmas Eve, and she gets stalked by a very insane home invader who happens to be another woman. Very insane movie. It's considered one of the top 5 of the new French Extremity movement, along with movies like Martyrs and High Tension. And if you hear me stuttering a bit, it's because it's been a minute since I've seen this movie, and it is a fucking wild one. Phantom, let's talk about how we picked this movie, and what are your first thoughts on it?
First thoughts, man. This is just such a fucked up movie. End result, I'm depressed. I'm just like kind of freaked out. It's like really good. Gore wise, gore effects, fucking tension throughout the whole film. Feels like an action film at certain parts. It's really good. It's good and it's fucked up, man. Like it's all I don't even know what to say right now. I just can't.
Yes, we're back. We're back at reviewing the extreme shit, ladies and gentlemen. And this movie is only 82 minutes, but minus the first 15, the rest of it, once it goes into full gear, it goes and doesn't stop. Like, this is pretty much like 70 minutes, about like 70 to 60 minutes of non-stop carnage. The second this chick breaks into the house and goes after Sarah, the main character, all bets are off. This shit is so brutal. Like, heads explode, people get fucking stabbed, tracheotomies happen, and of course babies get cut out. Spoiler alert. But yeah, this movie is actually utterly insane. This is one of those ones where it's like, there's not many that like kind of get to me and make me like sit there like going, oh shit. But this is one of those ones where like, I just, even like seeing it again, it's like, oh fuck, even though I knew what was going to happen, it's brutal. And like, yeah, it's so uncompromising. Like, when it comes to like brutal horror movies, at least in the early to mid 2000s, the French did not fuck around. Like, this was insane. And it says here it was made between 1.7 to 2.5 million dollars, but it only made back 530,000. Yeah, that's a shame, man. This movie is crazy. This is like a really good horror movie. Apparently they tried to remake it a couple times, which I think is fucking stupid. I wouldn't even bother checking that out. But yeah, like, does this make you want to check out some of the other French movies? Because if you thought this one was crazy, I know there's some other fucked up ones out there.
Yeah, for sure. I'm down to check out other French horror films. I've heard like lots of good reviews and about a bunch of them, and this one definitely sets the tone for some good fucked up horror movies. Like, specifically like with the baby stuff in this movie, it's really messed up for me. Consider, like, literally yesterday I was just holding my niece for the first time, and now, it's fucked. It's fucked. My psyche, I don't even know what to do with it. I'm kind of, it's horrible, man. This movie is definitely a shocker all throughout. Like, there's a bunch of like really good, gross gore that is just top tier. Like, really well done, well acted too. Like, everything.
Yeah, no, honestly, and you saying it was kind of like an action movie is not too far off. I find that's like a common theme with a lot of these French movies. You find that in movies like Frontiers and, if I'm remembering correctly, High Tension's got a very fast pace to it too. I mean, the guys who did that one are the ones who did the Hills of Eyes remake, if I'm remembering correctly. But yeah, very fast paced, very aggressive, very violent. Like, again, the French don't fuck around when it comes to horror movies. We'll give a basic rundown of the plot here. Essentially, this is a Christmas movie. So on Christmas Eve, 4 months after a crash that this woman Sarah gets into that kills her husband, she gets met by this mysterious woman at her front door who seemingly has stalked her the whole way there. And her whole motivation is essentially to take Sarah's child. This results in her breaking into the house and basically killing every single person that walks through the fucking front door. Now there's some brutal fucking lacerations and stabbings. Like fuck, there's some mishaps and accident killings. We're not going to spoil those, but those are brutal when they happen. But again, like I was saying, this movie is not very long. It's about 82 minutes, and it fucking punches. Once it goes into overdrive, there's no stopping it. It's like kill after kill after kill after kill, and your mind is just processing it go down. Like I mean, one crazy one was that fucking totally dickless piece of, it's actually ironic. This guy deserved to lose his dick. Like I was saying that because he didn't fight back at all. He got stabbed like absolute shit in the fucking crotch, and then he caught one right in the eye. His eye fucking puffed out like that Happy Tree Friends fucking thing we just watched with the bee, bro. And I was like, God damn, like the kills in this are crunchy. They're very like gooey. I mean, like you feel like it's just wet and gross. Like it's just very brutal, very vile. The movie, spoiler alert, ends with Sarah and the unnamed woman basically getting into this final altercation where the woman's face gets severely disfigured, and it's revealed that she is the other woman in the car crash. She just happened to also be pregnant, and her child died where Sarah's hasn't. And it's almost like a bizarre, macabre trade-off where it's like, I wanted the child, you didn't want the child, yada yada yada, artsy fartsy, how the French be doing. But anyway, it was still good, like really a mindfuck twist. And she gets the bebe, bro, like she gets it. And nasty shit, bro, like very brutal, very vile, not for the squeamish. This movie's actually outright banned in Germany and has been ever since release in '07, which
very understandable. Like this is fucked up. Like there's a bunch of points in the movie where I was just kind of looking away for a bit. Like it's just hard to watch. That's a hard 80 minutes. Like a really like intense fucking film. Like I wasn't in the mood to watch something super crazy, and here we are. We watched something super crazy because I picked it because I'm fucking stupid, and like I swear it actually like fuck. I feel fucking weird after watching that shit, man. It's very good as a horror movie. It really puts the audience like in the fucking like in what's happening. I really felt like I was like right fucking there in that bathroom. Like fucked up stuff, man. Good stuff.
yeah, honestly, again, I can't praise the action and direction in this movie enough. It made, I was gonna bring this up while we were watching it, but I didn't want to like say anything because it was just going so fast, like a mile a minute. But it's one of those movies that's kind of like Reservoir Dogs, where it's so good, where it's like because it's all contained in one location for like the whole movie. It's all in this one house, and it makes the action and the chases and the stabbings like that much more intense and crazy because it's like there's really nowhere to go. And if you think getting a fucking finger in your belly button is weird, it'll make you jump. Like, oh, have you ever seen a fucking knitting needle get shoved in a belly button? Or not even that. Was it the fucking scissors and shit? Like, oh, fuck, man. Like, some brutal shit. And then, speaking of kills, I can't help but not talk about this. The riot gun kill, or not even kill, the fucking handicap caused by the riot gun. That was fucking like migraine inducing, man.
The fucking frontal lobotomy guy.
Oh
shit. Yeah, he's fucking crawling around the floor like
trying to grab at the knife and shit.
Oh my god, so freaky, bro. Pulls the knife out of his head. Oh no. It's definitely worth a rewatch, bro. Like, it's a fucking good ass movie. Like it's fucked up. It's a good one.
Yeah, no, this was a very good fucking pick. I'm glad we chose this one. I haven't seen it in a minute. It was just as effective now as it was then. Dimension Extreme released this. This is a sub-label from Dimension. I mean, if you guys know your DVDs and your horror movies, Dimension put out a lot of horror shit. The Extreme label was more, I don't want to say the straight to video stuff, but like the more foreign stuff, the more lower budget stuff, but the stuff that was really fucking gory, like the really cool stuff. And I mean, you had some like interesting shit like Diary of the Dead. We had a trailer for that show up at the beginning of the DVD. Very cool. Definitely a cool line of films. If any of you guys collect DVDs, definitely check out the Dimension Extreme stuff if you want more, I don't want to say mainstream, but easier to find fucked up movies. That's a very cool line to look into. Storm Warning is another movie that they had a trailer for, but because they spoiled pretty much all the other movies with the trailers, I didn't want to, play the one for Storm Warning because that's a movie that might get reviewed at some point. And I've seen it, but Phantom hasn't, and it would just be fucked if he got the whole movie spoiled because of a fucking trailer made in 2007. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, fuck long trailers. I've always said that. I don't fuck with long trailers. I don't want trailers that give me a beginning, middle, and end of a fucking movie. What the hell is that? Fuck you, Prime Video. Just saying. Just saying. But yeah, honestly, I guess rating now. Okay, yeah. Rating, bro. Rating for this one is it's pretty easy for me. It's a solid 9 around. Like it's a good movie, and it has shock and awe value. It has rewatchability if you want to abuse your mind in that way. It's got everything for a really good home invasion movie, a really good gore movie. Like it's just all the bases are hit, and yeah, it gave me fucking chills and turned my stomach. So here we are, fucking great movie. 9 out of 10.
Yeah, honestly, on that same note, I'd have to agree. 9.5 even. As a Christmas movie, solid fucking 10, boys. Yeah, I highly recommend this one. It is not for the squeamish, but even for those of you out there who are into very extreme shit, this might make you wince a little bit. Because like I said, we love our extreme shit out here, but this is a pretty cringe.
It's fucking depressing, dude.
Nihilistic as fuck, depressing, cringe-inducing. It's vile, it's violent, but you know what? That's the shit we like. It's an original story. Yeah, solid 9.5. Christmas movie, solid 10. It's a high-rated movie. It's great. Check it out if you haven't seen it. Yeah, no, there's something about home invasion movies. They're just totally fucking unsettling, I guess. Maybe, except unless you're fucking homeless or some shit. But yeah, no, from like the segment in Clockwork Orange, even though that's only the beginning of the movie, all the way to like The Strangers to Angst, like home invasion movies, they're just fucking brutal, man. And they're always just so unhinged. And every time you watch it, you get that kind of adrenaline rush. Like this doesn't disappoint. This is up there with the greats like those ones I just mentioned. Check it out if you haven't. Yeah, high recommend on this one. This is Inside l'Intérieur. If you noticed, we didn't go totally into the actors and all the credits. It's all in super French, and we are all super baked and didn't want to deal with mispronunciation and offending.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, we gave the important stats. It cost a lot of money to make. It didn't make a lot of money back. Didn't make a lot of money back, but its reputation is solid, and hopefully, more people see it because. I was
impressed with it.
Yeah, no, totally. Like, and that's the thing too. Like, for those of you who maybe in this channel who only stick to watching American movies or Canadian movies, it's like, come on, man, expand your horizons. It's just a little bit of reading. If you don't succumb to it or like learn to adapt, you're just gonna be depriving yourself of some crazy shit. Because I don't ever see an American ever being able to do this movie. Like, if America tried to remake this movie, they would pat it the fuck out, because I know they did that with Martyrs, and the movie went from like a hard R to a fucking PG-13 or some shit. Like, I feel like if America got their hands on this movie, they'd fucking neuter it. Like, I mean, what do you think they would do?
And honestly, like, America would just fuck this movie up if they tried to remake it. Like, they make
they just do what Hollywood does.
Do what Hollywood does, man,
and the less said about that, the better. The place is going up in smoke, and hopefully everyone else will get their share of the pie because of it. But on another note, yeah, check out more foreign movies. Expand your horizons. This one is a great fucking example. We're going to be definitely checking out more of the French shit. Sorry, the Budweiser was just going down with the Geek Bar. It was a wild mix. But yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. This was Inside. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace.
Peace.